We ended up fucking up my frame.
That's supposed to be welded to the frame.
Yeah, it's hot as balls. I'm not in a shirt and I'm still sweating my ass off. But like, oh my goodness. We might be matching. Maybe. Alrighty, I'm sorry. I know it's been a while, but we have a very, very important mission today. So if you guys have been peeping my Instagram, you guys know that my shit has been really weird with alignments, specifically the passenger side. I took a trip to Myrtle Beach and I noticed that one of my tires was completely bald by the time I got back. The other one was barely worn. So that means that side's all messed up. So what we're gonna try to do today is install some new extended lower control arms. Now, these are extended by 1 inch. Shout out to Waste of Bags for actually hooking me up with these. They actually came in really, really quick by the time I bought them and everything. But yeah, we're gonna be installing those because I'm hoping it'll push the rotor out so we can actually adjust the tie rod, because it's maxed out right now. That's why the passenger side is so off. I've been on this, but it's like, damn, I'd get no tire life out of it. I'm hoping that since it will push the rotor out a little bit more, that I'll be able to unmax the tie rod. That's what I'm really, really hoping. But yeah, we're gonna be outside. I actually drove a shit ton yesterday for Cars and Coffee, and oh my goodness, bro, the amount of driving I did yesterday was crazy. But actually the tire life wasn't even that bad. Yeah, so it's not horrible, but definitely not as good as the driver's side. Let's hope this lasts. Let's hope I can align this shit. Okay, so these are actually pretty easy from what I've seen, but it's pretty much just this bolt here, and then there's a bolt back there, and then we have to disconnect the soy link right here. Now, the only problem is all this shit is like rusty as fuck. Probably the only issue we're really run into, but I sprayed these all with PB Blaster like 2 days ago. So I'm hoping that it'll be 1, 2, 3 out, 1, 2, 3 in. Yay! Okay, after I don't know how long, we ended up getting the first one out. I was mainly struggling with some of the bolts just because of the rust, but we have everything right here for when we install the extended one. So let's get to it. Let's hurry up. I'm ready to finish this shit.
Much later.
Okay, so now the extended lower is in, and all I have to do is tighten this bolt here, and then there's a bolt back there that I need to tighten down, and I need to put in this sway link shit, which is going to be fucking annoying, but I got it in. That's all that matters. It only took like 3 hours because I took a break. Okay, so we put up okay, we put the wheel on. We're finally done with this lower. We bolted everything up, tightened everything. And so far, this is doing exactly what I had hoped. It is now towed out, which is a good thing. Wait, yeah, it's towed out. Okay, so I ended up straightening up the wheel up front, and now, as you can see, we are towed out quite a bit, which is good, because now the tie rod can go out this way more, and then actually be properly aligned. With this side, as you can see, it's towed in right now. I'm gonna lower it. I'm not gonna drive it off the wood though. I'm gonna lower it, see what it looks like. Now, in order for me to drive straight, I do need to turn the wheel like slightly to the left, or I'm gonna move it slightly to the left and see how it looks. But for right now, this is exactly what I was hoping for. A little bit of toe out, so instead of putting my tie rod inward to straighten it out, it now comes outward. Oh my goodness, the amount of toe out we have is fucking crazy. But again, this is what I wanted to happen, was for it to be towed out, so now I can adjust the tie rod to where it's not maxed out anymore. And then when we go ahead and add more camber, roughly -15, it'll actually work, and I don't have to do any modifications to the tie rods, extending them, shortening them. I don't need to do any of that. But right now, this is how it's looking. Fucking misaligned like shit.
Many, many unbearable moments later.
I'm not even mad. But we ended up fucking up my frame, like breaking it, kinda. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so on the other side, well, you can kind of already see it. That is not supposed to, that's supposed to be welded to the frame. That little circle piece is supposed to be on the frame, but I kind of was loosening it, and then it just snapped. And I've been trying to put like
a grip on it to see if I'll be able to just hold it onto it and then spin the bottom nut, but no. So now we're stuck.
But again, I'm not really upset because this just means I can use a longer bolt and then I can get a nut and probably like a washer or something and potentially have my buddy weld it onto the frame like it was OEM. So I'm not tripping about it. It is getting late anyway. I don't really feel like doing this at night, so we're gonna clean up and I'm gonna figure this shit out tomorrow. But we should be outside tomorrow, hopefully. But so far, everything's looking good. The passenger side looks so much better now. The toe is dialed. So I'm gonna put the wheels back on and then I'm gonna just clean up everything because I won't lie, I'm getting tired. And yeah, I don't like working on this shit at night. Okay, I'm sorry, you can't really see me. I tried driving it, even with the fucked up frame part. Like, the bolt's not gonna move. Tried driving it. And turns out that that extended lower ended up like flooring my shit. So I had to buckle my passenger fender like really fucking bad. Like it's low to the point where my side skirt's on the fucking floor. Like, dude, I was not this low before. Like, dude. Like, my whole fender's fucked. Yeah, so I buckled my fender again.
Oh my god!
And I fucked up this again. So I don't think there's like any saving this really. Like the whole bracket fell off, but you know, I'll figure it out. Alrighty, a few days later, and yeah, we had that shit off now. Been a couple days, it's been raining, but finally got this shit out. I am slowly rounding these bolts out, and the sway link shit is rusted to fuck. So we're gonna figure all that out. And now we have the replacement bolt. I might have to get a bigger one because this is the old one. It's like slightly thicker, like very slightly, but we're gonna rock with this for now. I don't think it's gonna move. And then we're gonna be using a washer, locking washer, and then a standard little nut. And then hopefully this weekend we'll knock this shit out because I can replace it. We got the hardest bolt out. We got another bolt out. I just wanted to see if I can knock it out, and I did. But now we have to do a coilover and the sway bar or sway link, whatever the fuck. That shit's been pissing me off because like I started around it and I just stopped myself before I got ahead of myself. And just like that, new bolt secured. And I did loosen it up and tighten it again just to make sure I was able to take this out for later. But yeah, these bolts right here, these bolted nuts are my worst fucking enemy right now. This one's rusted to shit, and then this one just doesn't want to come out. As you can see, I already started around it, but I end up using the right socket instead of the multi-teethed one. So I'm gonna try to knock this shit out tomorrow. It's Friday, I'm about to go to work. I just want to be able to fucking drive to work. So I wasn't gonna drive on a loose thing, so this is what we're gonna end up driving on for a day. Dude, I look like a greasy monkey right now. After a whole week, because it has been raining all of last week, finally was able to solve the issue of the broken frame part. We just replaced it with the nut and bolt, and we actually have the driver's side extended lower completely done. It is installed. I just got done messing with the whole alignment, and here it is. Let me just straighten this out. Still on wood, but nah, that's okay. Well, this is what she's looking like right now. It definitely added camber. I don't know how much, but I mean, dude, for an eyeball alignment, that's pretty freaking solid. Got a couple of goodies yesterday. I got my springs, and then I got a new steering wheel, which are both 326. So here are the 80Ks that are gonna be going up front alongside the helper springs I painted, and then a cooked 326 wheel. I'm gonna try to clean it as best as I can. My buddy gave it to me for a steal. I couldn't really pass this up. So even if it isn't like cleanable, it's still pretty cool to have. Double checked, everything's tightened. I want to test drive it. I hope it drives straight. That's the only thing. I got roasted on my Instagram story for my alignment being really bad, but like it was straight. I drove like an hour like that. It was fine. So hopefully it drives straight. Okay, so as I was backing up, realized something. That shit's going to get cooked. The fitment. See, the only thing with the other side is I buckled it driving. So like, as you can see, there's like hella space because I took a jack handle to it. I'm not taking a jack handle to that side because, dude, I'm not buying two new fenders. This one is a newer fender. The other side was actually from a junkyard. So if I can preserve this, as long as possible, I will. But next should be those springs along with the helpers. That's what's gonna be next, not today, not soon, because I'm gonna get this car ready for paint. I'm excited, just not excited to spend all this bread. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute. A lot of stuff has been done off camera, a lot. Let me walk you through it. Yeah, it's hot as balls. I'm not in a shirt and I'm still sweating my ass off, but I literally will show you the setup I had when working on the driver's side. Pretty much what I ended up doing was I ended up jacking the lower control arm up as if the car was on the ground. And then I went to go see if there's any space between my spindle and my coilover, which was an issue with the original spindles that I have on now, was that they were hitting before. Now with the extended lower, not hitting anymore. So I was actually able to move it back further. So I ended up jacking it up like this, pushed the spindle to where there's still space between the coilover, and then tightened up the upper down. And now we're gonna drop it, and it should actually touch when it drops. But since this is in driving mode, kinda, I was able to move it back. So we shouldn't rub. There's a good amount of space here. I already did that to the driver's side, and honestly, the car, it's still in the air. We might be matching, maybe. So this is what it looks like, and obviously it's going to, it's gonna adjust when I drop it, but that's damn near close to -17.5. I don't know if I'm gonna test drive it today because one of my rear wheels is showing mad wire. It's actually on the driver's side. I was just at the barbershop and passenger was showing wire, so I ended up just swapping them. So now my driver's side is showing wire, and it's a lot of it. So I'm probably not gonna drive it, but if this can give me the camber that I want up front, it will be fucking gold. Yeah, you want to see that. Oh man, if you guys can't tell by the smile on my face, it looks like we're fucking matching. Like, oh my goodness. We're probably off by like a degree, but this is like literally exactly what I want. Now, of course, the alignment is way off. As you can see. I'm glad that it's towed in because that means I can actually use a good amount of thread, because I want to say my tie rods were maxed out when I was running the -13-ish. So now, since it's not, I have more thread to play with instead of like thinking, oh no, the tie rod's gonna fall out. But I'm gonna try to align it real quick. No promises. I mean, I'm not even gonna drive this car anyway, but like still, this is lit. Like I'm actually so happy right now.
Much later.
Alrighty, well, we eyeball aligned it, and I'm on my driveway. Oh. Ooh, we fucking made it. Yeah, ignore the spares or the rear. Like, bro, this shit's actually outside. Finally, bro. So front suspension is dialed. I got new springs today for the rear. So we're not going washers, we're actually going 40 Ks and then 80 Ks up front. So I still need to install those springs, and then suspension will be done. And then I need an actual alignment instead of just using my eyeballs. And then pretty much bodywork and paint is all that's left. But like, dude, I'm so freaking happy that like this thing can actually like move more than 2 feet. But oh my god, this gets me like just excited. This really gets me excited. It drives. The spindles are hitting the coilover, but it's not a crazy amount. It's not as much as it was when I first got the spindles in. But I'm gonna put the 80 Ks up front. Hopefully, since it'll stiffen it up, it won't hit as much. If the physics work how I want them to work, I really hope that's how they work. And I know the car is like super dirty, but it's okay. All that matters is that it drives with like no issues so far. Alignment actually feels pretty good. It might be off by like a smidge. It tends to lean to the right, just a tiny bit, but that's okay. We're kind of outside. But hopefully I can at least clean up the paint like a little bit before we actually redo the whole thing, because oh my goodness. There's a stain on my wheel I can't get out. Fuck! Oh my gosh. Not too shabby.
Devin, do you have a cigarette?
Always keep a Glock on my hip, bitch. I'm not coming over if I ain't whipping out my dick. Got an extra small bullet with an extra small clip. And he almost got away, but we caught him cause he tripped.